The Soul 45, really trippy. Now check this out. This is the tilting feature. Tilt, tilt, tilt. So if we want the right side to be in focus, and let's start with this vehicle. Can we get it? Maybe we got something, maybe we didn't. How about those people ready to cross? Oh, here comes this funky looking vehicle. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we're about to cross in a second. But the thing about the Soul 45 is that it makes it really tricky because it's manual focus, and then the focusing area, you have to like move it with the lens, either to the left, to the right, or just keep it in the center. And of course, if we keep it in the center, then it's not gonna have, we're not gonna get the best composition all the time, right? But let's begin. And let's just go over here and see if we can take a picture of like people like crossing the street. Yeah, this is very challenging. Very, very challenging. Should we keep walking or should we just try one more time? One more time, right? It's not gonna hurt. Maybe we'll find something different. Right around there. Boom, boom, boom. That building, we're gonna go into vertical mode and kind of tilt upward, and I think that's in focus, and we are good to go. Super sweet. Now, the back of the screen, everything looks, it looks nice. It looks dope, right? But like trying to get her in focus while she's moving, that's pretty tough. But like, let's say we've got that couple right there framed up, bottom left. Oh, they started moving. Okay, so much for that. Another walk, pretty cool. Looking for something, looking for something. Yeah, she's already posing, so. It's crazy because I want them to see the pictures. Let me see, let me see. Okay, that was really cool. That was really awesome. Let's see if we can get them in their go-karts right here. Right around here, perfect. Excellent. And then here we go. Perfect. Excellent. Dope, dope, dope. And of course, manual focus, so it's a little bit tough. And here we go. You know, I could just stay here all day and just photograph. And it's not so much about, well, it is about the location. This location is awesome, but it's also about this lens. But it also makes it very difficult to photograph because I have taken some pictures that have come out completely out of focus, and I thought they were in focus, right? This gentleman right here. It has begun. We are doing the walk. What can we get? And there's just stuff that I see where I just want to click away, but I know I just can't click because I have to manually focus. So I have to be aware and kind of predict of what's going to happen so that I can shoot it, or else I'm just not going to get it. And that's the thing, right? This lens really shines with people, but let me see. What about for just buildings and just taking like architectural images. Like right there, right there. How about this building right here? Yeah, no, I am just in love with this lens, like 100% big time. Now, would I use this for a wedding? Maybe for a couple of pictures, right? But not so much, right? I take it, and if it comes out of the bag, great. But if it doesn't, then whatever. Let's continue. Let's keep walking. I don't want to make this video too long, but this video could be like an hour long, to be honest, right?
区役所などの観光所になりすました還付金詐欺が多発しています。医療費が戻りますなどと言って ATM に誘い出します。
Ooh, no, that damn IKEA sign. That IKEA sign at the top here ruins everything. That freaking IKEA sign, man, it's trash. They need to get rid of that IKEA sign. I don't know if you could see it, but that right there is all IKEA. And it's the lamest thing in the world. Let's keep it going, let's keep it going. So the price of this lens is around 120 bucks, give or take, from what I remember. 120 bucks? Are you serious? This lens should cost like $1 billion. Or maybe $500 million. Maybe $1 billion is too much. But, you know, it's a killer deal, man. It's a killer deal. But it's just not for everyone, right? You can give this lens to someone for free and they just won't know what to do with it. They won't be able to use it properly, right? I have found a new place for composition right here. I like this. I like this a lot. The buildings in the background. Yeah, I do like this spot. Oh, these three girls right there walking. Let's keep going. Let's go in this direction. So, I own one of the original Lensbabies. It started on a Nikon DSLR from like 13 years ago, and I have used it on the R6 Mark II, and with the Nikon to EF and EF to RF adapter, it looks like the Frankenstein built, right? But, ooh, I like this. So cars are coming from over here, but I like this composition. Let me expose properly. Yep, there's vehicles. And I think that's the best we could do, right? Nice, nice, nice. What's over here? What's over here? You know, I really haven't been to many shops or anything, but we'll get to do that. Right now, I just want to take pictures. That's all I want to do is just take a bunch of pictures. I've got other lenses in my backpack. I have the 800 millimeter. I have a fisheye lens, actually, which is pretty dope. I do have a tripod with me, the Ulanzi tripod that I've never used. Gene let me borrow this tripod, which is really cool. I think it's like a $300 tripod, carbon fiber. It feels good. That dude with the bike. We'll just focus on him. And then move, 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 and here we go. So do I recommend this lens? 100% I recommend this lens. Like totally. Now, Lensbaby has a collection of like other whacked out lenses. They're really not whacked out, but they are, right? Hey, look, there's a new Final Fantasy game coming out. I think I see something here. Let's try this. I'm gonna aim it up here. There's just so much happening here. I don't even know where to go or where to stand, but we'll figure it out, right? Oh, I like this. This is a composition. This is pretty dope. Please stay red, please stay red, please stay red. No, no, you suck. Probably looks better if I photograph in this direction. Dude, there's stuff here. Look at that. Oh, 18 and over. This is crazy. No photo and video, it says. What is this place? I don't know, but it definitely got my attention. It looks like a crazy arcade. Anyhow, This building looks pretty trippy. Let's see what we can do with this building. I think we're gonna have to go into vertical mode. And here we go. Now, again, the downside to this lens is you can never get rid of that little mist look around that, what is it, like the vignette mist that it has, right? And second, it's locked at 3.5, right? But it needs to be locked at 3.5 because if it opens up even more, then the area where it's in focus, it just becomes smaller, right? It just becomes much, much smaller. And it's harder, right? It's harder to keep anything in focus because you're opening up your aperture even more. And what was the other thing? 3.5. Oh yeah, 45 millimeters. So we're stuck at 45 millimeters, which is an interesting, field of view, right? Because usually, like, the standard for portraits is 50. But if you ask a lot of photographers, if they could only have one prime lens, usually they go for the 35 because they feel that it's the lens that pretends to be a 50 and it's the lens that pretends to be a 24. It's like, hey, look, I'm kind of wide, and hey, look, you can use me for portraits, right? Where the 50 is like, hey, I'm for portraits, there's nothing wide about me. And the 24 is like, dude, you're really gonna use me for portraits? Good luck, right? Like, I'm not saying you can't, but it's just not the same. Where 45 is like, it's a portrait lens for sure. It's best when you're using it with people, but they decided not to go to 50, right? To make it just too tight. They said, let's do 45 and make it just a little bit wider, just a little tiny bit, which is cool. I mean, I think I would have done the same thing. This is a tough lens to make because you've got a lot of decisions you have to, decide, like what millimeter, what aperture. I think those are the only ones, not a lot, but what aperture and what millimeter. Because once you choose, because the thing about the aperture is, if you make it wider so it performs better in low light, then the images are just going to become much, much softer. We're just trying to get across here and figure out the meaning of life. Maybe I can go through here. The meaning of life, the meaning of life. I think this lens is like the meaning of life. This gentleman right here is trying to figure out the meaning of life as well. Oh, and there we go. Let's go. Maybe we can find something new. The Sol 45, really trippy. Now check this out. This is the tilting feature. We have to unlock it first. Boom, by twisting. And then once we unlock, then we can tilt, tilt, tilt. So if we want the right side to be in focus, then we push over here like this. And if we want the left side of the image to be in focus, then we tilt over to the left. And the same thing with up and down, left and right, all that good stuff. Now, if you want to quickly have it centered, all you do is tighten it. Look, watch. All we have to do is tighten it. There we go. Once it's tightened, then that's it. Your focusing spot is in the middle. And this right here is your manual ring, your manual control. And then it's got these little leaves in the center. I don't know if you could see them, right? And that's supposed to distort the image a little bit more. It's cool, but I really don't like using them that much, or at all, to be honest. But it's cool to have. But again, yeah, this is the Lensbaby, around 120 bucks. Really cool, a lot of fun. And again, unlock, tilt to the left, tilt to the right, tilt upwards, tilt down, manual focus. But as long as you have your focus peaking on, you're good. Except I hate that IKEA sign. I'll never stop about that IKEA sign. That IKEA sign pisses me off.